Cenat is currently the laughing stock of the internet right now. I swear to God, I go on TikTok and all I see is Cenat. What is he doing? Is he dancing? No. Is he screaming? No. Is he jumping up and down like my regular Mr. Cenat? No. I keep seeing these clips of him reading from books, bro. He keeps reading from these books, bro. So if you're not aware, Cenat has quit streaming, boys. The infamous Cenat, the biggest streamer on the planet, other than IShowSpeed. The biggest streamer on Twitch has announced his hiatus. I don't know if it's permanent, if it's supposed to be permanent or what. It's definitely not, but he decided he wanted to quit streaming to pursue his career in the clothing industry, which I'm just gonna say it right here. The internet is hating on Cenat. This is the pendulum has swung. The internet has decided. Fatality. You know, the internet just once every 3 months decides when they want to get rid of a internet influencer, and the time has come. So basically, in his time away, Cenat created a YouTube channel called Kai's Mind, where he's uploading just iPhone quality videos of him just discussing his thoughts, discussing his clothing brand, reacting to music. And a lot of people are clowning him for one, because they're labeling this as a rebrand. Everybody's annoyed because they're seeing this different side of Kai that is definitely a more family-friendly Disney cartoon version of him, where he's being real nice, okay, which is fine. You know, like other content creators actually have, like, they separate it. Kai might be live for a month straight, but do you really think Cenat is the exact same when he gets off stream? No. It's just really funny because he's been doing this channel for 3 weeks now, and you know, it's gotten a little bit of views, but it just picked up on TikTok and now everybody's aware of it. This is definitely just a mental and physical health channel, which I'm assuming it's gonna do very well because it is Mr. Cenat. But the entire internet is clowning on this man, whether if it's 50 Cent, the Clover Boys, or Bruce, okay? You know who Bruce is? Everybody is clowning him, and don't get me wrong, it is funny. Like, seeing clips of him attempting to read and not knowing how to read is funny, but then there's also that part of me that sees that and sees people clowning him, and I'm like, yo, y'all can't read either. You know that, right? All of these TikTok gremlins, these TikTok demons, they don't know how to read. I promise you. If you go set out a book in front of, dude, a lot of people can't. If you set a book out in front of somebody and you tell them to read a page, most people can't do it. And, like, the internet is like, ha ha ha, that's funny. You can't do it, bro. Y'all remember those kids in school that would be scared to get called on when it came to reading? Hi, hello, I'm here. They would just, you'd be having anxiety in your chair, the class would be going around picking people, or the teacher would force you. That was the worst. When a teacher would force you to read, that just spiked the heart rate a little bit. If I was wearing an Apple Watch, that bitch would have been up to 140 bare minimum. What I'm trying to say is, this is forced hate. It is 100% forced hate. It is kind of lame. It is also kind of funny. People keep making the Kanye Diddy comparison where they're like, he's going on, he's rambling. He just keeps talking about stuff. Why is he talking about stuff? And he's got a buzz cut, so he's fucking Diddy, bro. This is the Diddy Kanye collab. new clothing brand. But at the end of the day, this is good for Kai. This is amazing for Kai, and it is good for streaming, my boy. Why is it good for Kai? For one, mental health. Like, I'm assuming being the biggest content creator on Twitch for multiple years has got to be a little bit taxing. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's not a 9-to-5 job. He's a millionaire. But he does have a lot of attention on him, and I'm sure it is a little bit stressful. Reason number 2 is he's entering his Playboy Cardi era. If he does not touch his Twitch channel for over a year, the next time he goes live on that channel, bro, it's gonna be a million. Immediately, brother. Like, people don't realize that putting out content so much, there's 2 routes when it comes to content. There's either giving them content every second, giving them more and more and more, or there is not dropping. You know when Kendrick doesn't put out an album for like 6 years and then he comes out and then it gets millions of streams immediately? That's what's happening here. It's definitely a rebrand, don't get me wrong, but I don't see anything wrong with that. A lot of the internet will be like, it's corny, it's cringy, how can you just change overnight? But it's like, for one, it's impossible to change overnight. And I'm sure he's been wanting to do this for a long time now, just based off his Mafia-thon 3 or whatever it was. Like, the energy during that, it was just different from 1 and 2. But now, why is it good for streaming? Well, when the biggest streamer on the platform decides, hey, I'm done, that allows for, he averaged like, what, 80 to like 120K, right? Am I wrong? I don't know. But I'm assuming he averaged around there. And imagine 80,000 people just lost in the algorithm. They have no idea. They don't know where to go. They're searching. They're looking. They can't find anybody. Come to me. Follow me at Boredom Live on Twitch. Go for it. But yeah, obviously being such a big creator, this is going to just boost somebody. Like, somebody's got to be up next. But regardless, more streamers overall will get more views and, you know, more watch time because of the fact that Kai isn't on the platform. It honestly is just all around a good thing. My man's gonna drop this clothing brand in like a year from now. It's gonna be mad expensive. It's gonna be designer. And everybody's clowning on it right now. But in a year from now, when y'all are wearing that shit, it's gonna look goofy. It's gonna look mad goofy, bro. I'm just saying.